Paleontology, of course, is known to the world as it's a famous science, right? We have paleontology. It's as famous as anthropology, archaeology, biology, all the ologies, and American kids these days. Well, back if you're my age, dragonology. But paleontology, I've heard recently, be called a gateway science on many different paleo platforms. And what does that mean? Well, on this episode of Dino Times, we're going to dive right into that. What I believe that it truly means for paleontology to be a gateway science. I'm your all's host, Dakota Morgan, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. Of course, as always, your friend, neighborhood writer, animal caretaker, dinosaur enthusiast, and all the jazz like that. Paleontology as a gateway science. You've heard the term gateway drugs. It's, you're going to do it once, and then or a couple of times, or you're going to just do a thing in general, and that's going to open the door for you to do more things. You usually hear that with drugs. You hear that with pop culture stuff of book series, of toy collecting, but more commonly these days in America, sadly, we hear about it for gateway drugs. Now, paleontology being a gateway science, what does that mean entirely? And I want to make this episode for a little bit of time. As kids, we grow up, and if you're into paleontology, you start it and you love it, right? You want to go in, you want to learn the fossils, you want to learn the species names, you want to learn how the fossils are made, you want to meet paleontologists, do the work out in the field. Study, research, all that jazz. Get books at the library. I'm really dating myself with this video. But go there, get the books, and push forward into science, right? Well, what usually happens, and I hate to say it, is we don't have a high percentage of those people from paleontology actually follow through to go through paleontology. Because what does paleontology show you? Paleontology shows you geology. It shows you for the rock formations and the types of minerals that you're going to find in there and dating. It shows you biology with animals and attributes and hunting patterns and dietary. It shows you somewhat of astronomy because you're taking a look at the Earth, how it's formed, what happened to the planet Earth, what happened to make it so when it cooled down from lava, first organisms moving forward from that, how they fossilized and such too, what the conditions were like on the planet, what the conditions were like in the solar system, oxygen levels. It can really do a lot, and it shows a lot of different sciences coming together. Paleontology does. So as a child, you can be introduced, and hell, I'll even say, as an adult, a teenager, any age. When you dive into paleontology, it could show you different variations of science that exist in different fields. Hence, the term being a gateway drug, because maybe you don't pursue just dinosaurs. You'll always have the love of paleontology. It'll always be there. It's your first best friend. It's always there. It's your first kiss, right? Always remember it. But introduce you to so much more. You can take the love for paleontology and the science he had, become a teacher. Go for biology. Go for astronomy. Go for geology. Go for all these different things. And shoot, maybe, just maybe, you're looking at mammoth or ice age animals, transfers you to archaeology and anthropology. That could be a thing too. It introduces you to science and gets your mind thinking about science in the first place, research, all that stuff, and then pushes you forward to see new things, explore new things. And then you can say, oh, I like that. I want to do that. Oh, that doesn't seem my interest. But this one over here, I want to go for it. What is this about? And introduces you to new things where you want to explore and research, study, and just learn. And maybe contribute to the science as well in any way you possibly can. So paleontology is the easy gateway, right? You have dinosaurs. You have flying reptiles. You have prehistoric marine reptiles. You have all this in there. Giant bugs, saber-toothed cats, mammoths. Giant sloths. That's a big one recently. And you will look at that at any age and say, ooh, interesting. What about this? Dive into the hole. And it's becoming a gateway science. It is a beautiful thing. It is truly a beautiful thing. But I firmly believe that's what it means for paleontology to be a gateway science. I think it always will be. It's easy to grab the person's attention and then move forward from there and explore the universe, explore natural history, explore history. And who knows where that might take a person in a career path too. Certainly changed my life. If you all agree, or were you part of the gateway science as a child, teenager, or even adult? Let me know in the comments down below. I've been your host, Dakota Morgan, on this episode of Dino Times. Leave a like if you can. Subscribe to the channel for more Dino Times, other paleo content, pop culture, and much more science. Thanks, everybody, as always. And remember, science is real.